Saudi Arabia's oil production cuts are sending prices higher. Crude oil holding near its highest level since November on the supply concerns that we're seeing now. Kudlow host Larry Kudlow is here with us now. It's always great to see you. Oil is sitting at 87 bucks. We are talking about gas prices are probably going to head higher from here. What I'm really worried about is the Wall Street Journal piece today on diesel prices going higher, because we all remember it's number one used, trucking fuel to transport goods around. And that is going to be a serious problem for corporations and possibly even consumers.
You know, there's one candidate running for president in the two parties who keeps talking about something called liquid gold. Sometimes that candidate appends it by talking drill, baby, drill, okay? Liquid gold. We should be drilling for oil and gas like there's no tomorrow. The Lord gave us these phenomenal resources. They will last for hundreds of years. The pessimists and naysayers are always wrong. We could be producing today in where are we? The middle, back end, or the summer of 2023. We should be at about 14.5 million barrels a day on our way to 15. That was an estimate made by the Energy Department's research department a year or two ago. We are below, just barely at 12.
Right.
We should be at 14.5, okay? We are letting the Saudis and the Russians get away with murder on this story. If we were producing and we were back to dominant, then they couldn't do what they're doing. And it's not only domestic, it's not only economic, it's not only consumers and businesses and truckers and airlines, it's national security.
Right.
We have weakened our whole position vis-a-vis the Middle East and the Ukraine-Russian war and China because of our stupid obsessions with climate, which, by the way, you saw the story in the New York Post today, the scientists from Johns Hopkins. There's like 1,600 scientists, including several Nobel Prize winners, who literally say the idea of a climate emergency is a hoax.
Right. And what's really confounding here, too, is now we're in a situation where we are dependent on China and Russia. Gas prices are higher, but they were a little bit lower just a couple months ago, $70 a barrel. And you know what we didn't do then? We didn't replenish the reserve.
Something strategic. They ruined the strategic petroleum. They were gonna buy when it dropped under 70, but that's gone now. What have they? This is about 40% of it's gone, 50% of it's gone.
Roughly half, yeah.
All for cheap pre-election to get gasoline prices down, right, Brian? That was what they did. Yeah. And they wrecked the strategic petroleum.
It was a total political move. Absolute total political move.
Like buying votes with student loans. Buying votes with student loans.
Which they're still doing now in spades.
What is it, Jackie, what is it about Biden? He doesn't understand the Supreme Court decision, which says you do not have the executive authority. But hang on a second. What I don't understand is the Supreme Court decision was written in English. What is it that they don't understand in their native language? What cognitive dissonance is interrupting the flow of policy understanding?
I think
Joe Biden talks about democracy and the Constitution. So the Supreme Court says no, and then they keep kind of ankle biting around the back door.
That's a good way to put it.
I think it's basically...
What is it they don't understand?
That the law of the land doesn't rule supreme anymore.
Which
if it
words?
Doesn't fit,
Which words
if
in
it doesn't
English
fit their
don't
narrative,
they understand?
They try to shove it down everybody's throat to get it their way. They will cut corners. They will go around the block. They will do whatever they have to do. And this isn't even Biden. This is bigger than Biden. This is about the puppeteers controlling the strings with this bigger, larger agenda.
In a minute or two after I leave you all, and you know this is my favorite show, I'm going to pre-tape Ted Cruz, who wants to have more than 2 beers, right? The alcohol czar says you can only have 2. Now, I'm not a drink. I haven't had a drink in 28 years myself, but that's a different story. But Ted Cruz was on another network and said, kiss my keister.
Oh, boy.
Man.
Hey, before you get out of here, Larry.
Yes, sir.
Before you get out of that chair, I want to know, everybody's moving away from recession.
Yeah.
You're one of the few guys who's still talking about it. We don't got much time.
Just saying, I'm very old-fashioned. The New York Fed yield curve indicator, it's very deeply inverted, continues to show a 66% probability of recession in the next 12 months. And that is a very reliable indicator. And then my second one, because I'm such an old guy, I still look at the Conference Board. Their index of leading indicators has fallen 16 straight months. So I'm just saying, I know things look okay now, and that's good, but I don't think it's going to last. And I think the probability of recession is 66% in the next year. That's all.
Well, on that note, not much to be happy about there.
What don't they understand? It's English language. You can't cancel loans.
That's true.
In
You're
English.
too kind. It's not understanding. They don't care about the Supreme Court. It's illegitimate to them, Larry. They don't care.
That's an interesting point.
The conversation continues, and we are so happy that you stopped by, Larry. We are not going to miss your interview with Senator Ted Cruz, because that sounds like do not miss television.
We got Rand Paul, too. We got Jamie Comer.
All
We're
of that
full
coming up today.
And Brian, thank
4
you
p.m.
for helping while I was on vacay.
Hey, my pleasure. Always my pleasure.